In mythology, King Midas turned everything he touched into gold. In gaming, someone might be doing the same thing. Not a developer, nor a company, but a streamer. Meet Jynxzi, the one who seems to revive every game he touches. One creator doesn't usually revive entire games. Communities die, players leave, and that's usually the end. But somehow, every time Jynxzi seriously touches a game, the opposite happens. Player numbers spike, streams explode, and games people call dead suddenly feel alive again. At first, people call it a coincidence, but when the same pattern shows up across multiple games, once, twice, 3 times, it stops feeling random. And if history keeps repeating itself, this might not end at 3 games. It could be 5, 10, or even more. The first instance of Jynxzi's touch is a game he dedicated the majority of his streamer career to.
If I have 498 days that's on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, what percentage of my life has been spent on Siege?
Roughly 5.94% of your life has been spent playing Rainbow Six Siege. That's some serious dedication.
Rainbow Six Siege, an action-packed tactical shooter that for years felt past its prime. Interest in the game had flattened, and most players believed Siege would never return to its 2018 golden era. But then, there was Jynxzi. Not as a one-off creator, but as someone who seriously dedicated himself to the game. His streams weren't about mechanics, they were about personality, reactions, rage, and hype. He reacted to his viewers' clips and made viral moments.
We are literally we're not in bronze anymore. This is cobblestone.
Clips spread across everywhere, on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And as his audience grew, something else happened alongside it. Momentum started to build. And while it wasn't an instant revival, the growth that followed it was undeniable and exponential. Slowly, the game wasn't in the dumps anymore. It was rivaling what many considered its golden era. This shows the first sign of Jynxzi's influence on games. But this rise doesn't last forever. Not because of poor decisions from the developers, but because Jynxzi grew tired of constant stream snipers ruining the game and killing the fun. Eventually, he stopped playing Siege on stream. Even viewers who weren't there felt the ripple effect afterward. But that wasn't the end of the story, because not long after, Jynxzi picked up a completely different game on stream, Clash Royale. Jynxzi used to play Clash Royale back in his childhood, and one day he decided it might be worth returning. But the game he came back to was completely different. New cards, champions, evolutions, systems Jynxzi wasn't familiar with at all. And at the time of his return, Clash Royale was in shambles. Constantly released overpowered pay-to-win evolutions had driven players away. It felt like something drastic needed to change for Clash to survive. But in the end, it wasn't a new update or a balance patch. It was Jynxzi. Just a few months after his return in April, Clash Royale hit its highest peak ever, surpassing what many considered its golden era. Clips of Jynxzi started spreading everywhere, left and right.
Give me a deck with only Evos that actually make sense.
An Evo Hog Rider for that quick pressure.
Whoa, Bernard!
Alright.
Bernard, did you just say Evo'd Hog Rider? Bernard, what's your favorite thing about the Evo Hog Rider, Bernard?
Oh, definitely that it can deal even more damage and break through the pieces easier.
Bernard, it doesn't exist!
He bought into it. Even people who didn't watch his streams were seeing him constantly. That exposure pulled new players in and, more importantly, pulled old players back. People started reinstalling the game just to play with friends, race trophies, and compete again. Jynxzi kept the hype alive by extending beyond solo streams, teaming up with creators like Bobby, Ken, and Riley. Their chemistry was electric. Every stream produced laughs, moments, and viral clips. It even spread outward to big YouTubers and streamers who didn't play Clash, like Mr. Beast. This highlights the conversion Jynxzi creates. His personality doesn't just spark interest, it turns viewers into players. But sadly, he started to play Clash Royale less, not because of burnout, but because of poor decisions from Supercell, like the release of Level 16 and Heroes. These decisions were so bad, he decided on stream that he won't play anymore unless they fix the game. He explained,
In 2025, the game reached a height it never reached before. Instead of using that as an opportunity, they were just going to try to squeeze as much money out of everyone as quick as possible.
And once that happened, he was done. Later, one stream, Jynxzi switched up entirely and loaded into Geometry Dash, a game no one expected. Saw as a challenge, he thought it'd be easy.
But I gotta beat all the levels in Geometry Dash, then I'm gonna beat all the levels in Cuphead.
He couldn't have been more wrong. As he pushed further, 5 levels, 10 levels, 15, the difficulty spiked fast. Then came the demon levels, and that's when something clicked. He raged countless times, getting laughs, clips, and most importantly, engagement. Geometry Dash is a game that looks easy to watch, but is brutal to play. And that gap sparked interest in his viewers. He failed thousands of times, and instead of turning people away, it pulled them in. Viewers watched and thought, I could do better, and download the game to prove it. Some had played it years ago in their childhood. The game is over 12 years old, while others were touching it for the first time ever. Friends challenged each other, viewers tried to beat Jynxzi's progress. To push it further, Jynxzi brought in Zoik, one of the best Geometry Dash players in the world, and challenged him to beat all of the levels.
He has to beat every 24 levels in Robtop with 1 life.
And Zoik did that. It was shocking, and it was impressive. Just like that, the game feels alive instead of forgotten. Recently, Jynxzi picked up Rocket League, and while the game wasn't dead, it had become stagnant. So why does he like Rocket League so much?
It's like everything I like wrapped up into one game. I love soccer, I love using a controller, the cars are beautiful, the music is beautiful. Rocket League is a 10 out of 10 game.
Just like Geometry Dash, Rocket League is a grind. A game that takes hundreds, even thousands of hours to truly master. And that's what draws Jynxzi in. He thrives on challenge, improvement on climbing. Right now, he's only gold. But that's the point. The journey is the content. And he didn't stop there. He brought in pros and careers like Reddles and Musty, pulling high-level play directly into his streams. This could be the earliest stage of another revival. But for now, we aren't looking back at one, we're watching it happen in real time. So why him? Why doesn't this happen when other massive streamers play the same games? The difference isn't size, it's commitment. Many creators jump between games, chasing short-term spikes. Jynxzi does the opposite. When he chooses a game, he stays. He streams it daily, grinds through losses, frustration, and repetition. Jynxzi doesn't follow the trends, he creates them. Each game had longevity, not just for viewers, but for Jynxzi himself. That depth allows him to create challenges that felt genuine, challenges he wants to complete.
Like every time I win a battle, I have to steal my opponent's cheapest card.
And that authenticity is what kept viewers invested. For years, game revivals depended on developers, updates, reworks, and massive marketing pushes. If a game was dying, the solution was always fresh content. But Jynxzi proves the opposite. He shows that a game doesn't need a flashy update or a new system to come back. Sometimes it's only him. He converts attention into action. People don't watch his streams and move on. They download the game, and it captivates them. Because this isn't a fad, it's momentum. Jynxzi isn't just a streamer, he's something more. A ruler of attention, one who can influence the popularity of a game simply by playing it. He doesn't need to advertise, he doesn't get paid to promote, he probably should, but he doesn't. He just plays the games consistently on stream with genuine passion, and somehow that's more effective than marketing from multi-billion-dollar companies. Some might argue these revivals are temporary, and in some cases like Clash Royale, that's true, but even then, the impact is already made, because once a game has been touched by Jynxzi, it's never the same again, for better or worse. That kind of power can revive games, but it can also harm them if misused. As long as he avoids controversy and stays consistent, which he's proven by streaming every day for the past year, there's no reason this effect won't continue into the future. Rainbow Six Siege, Clash Royale, Geometry Dash, different games, yet the same result every time Jynxzi seriously commits to a game. Which brings us to the most interesting question of all, which one he touches next. Because if history tells us anything, the moment he truly commits, the revival isn't a matter of if, it's when. The scariest part isn't that he can revive games, it's that one streamer can decide which ones live or die. So ask yourself, is this all just random, or are we watching the most powerful gaming streamer we've ever seen? And if you enjoyed this deep dive, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.